To see common in Asia and create a vision for the future, 7 fellows from diverse backgrounds from across the Asian countries met and resided in Tokyo for 2 months, where they were actively engaged in intellectual discussions and dialogues and were involved in trips and visits to various public and private sectors. This comprehensive program was carried out under Asia Leadership Fellow Program, jointly launched by the International House of Japan and Japan Foundation under the banner of Seeking Our Commons in Asia. How can we create vision for the future? This year, it was the 21st batch of a successful series since 1996. The 7 fellows who had expertise and research-based experiences in highly debatable fields of global importance were engaged in active discourses catering the common issues and needs of Asia. The fellow Assistant Professor Samita Patil shared and debated her experiences on gender equality with practical examples from India. An Indonesian fellow, Dr. Sudiraman Nasir, who is a senior lecturer and researcher, imparted scholarly sessions on the health sector with special focus on aging and youth with successful models in Indonesia. A Vietnamese fellow, Mr. Duc, who is Dean in the Faculty of Management in Hanoi University, talked on the higher education system, suggesting the best model for Asian universities. A Chinese fellow, Wang Xin, who is Deputy Director of Multimedia Center in a newspaper, showed concern over the downfall of print media with practical examples from our own country. The consequences and negative impacts of the hate speech with practical examples from Japan were shared by Japanese fellow Ayako Hatano, who is a visiting scholar in the US Asia Law Institute, New York University. Similarly, head of the Environmental Division, ASEAN Secretariat, Saroj Seresai shared about the environmental hazards with impacts on climate change and gave useful suggestions how to make Asia free of environmental issues. Research writer and cultural activist Fazal Khaliq pleaded how cultural heritage could bind people of Asia into harmony and peace with examples from his practical experiences on Gandhara civilization and Odiana kingdom.
The best part of ALFP 2017 for me is to meet fellows from other countries all over Asia, from Pakistan, India, Vietnam, Indonesia, Japan, and China, and also to learn various different fields that that are not always the field that I'm used to. So I get to learn new things and all those new challenges that Asia is now facing.
The best part of Asia Leadership Fellow Program was meeting with the several fellows from the other countries and exchanging ideas, getting into debates and dialogue, and doing this intellectual exercise, which actually provoked me to think critically further.
The fellows were also involved in intellectual meetings and seminars as the different aspects regarding Northeast Asia relations with special focus on China-Japan relationship with perspective on North Korean role in the region, examining the everyday life in Southeast Asia through visual approaches, South Asia with focus on India, satellite applications for social innovations, globalism, nationalism and populism, forgetting as remembering cultural heritage and World War II, our common challenges, global health, what's holding Japanese women back.
The seminars I enjoy most because those seminars give me a quite different perspective to know my own country. That's those understanding about China is quite different with I have known about China. So that inspired me to rethink my own country.
Even we are different in background, but we come into the common topic and share our opinion and discuss together. Actually, it's a very great time to be here during 2 months.
A special visit to nursing care home of aging persons and children in Atsugi area opened new windows of understanding aging communities. It also helped understand the unbalanced family structure in Japan. Meeting the visionary governor, Mr. Suzuki Kai of the Mie Prefecture, and learning his various initiatives to make his prefecture one of the best models, especially the disaster management activities, were worth learning. Meanwhile, visiting Ise-jingo, an ancient Shinto shrine, where instilled new spiritual knowledge about Shintoism and its influence in Japan, learning about the traditional culture of Ama, and then meeting with Miss Ozaki Yushi, a local Ama in Shima, was really incredible and a new experience about the amazing Japanese society. Visiting Hayami Forest and learning about the forest management for environmental sustainability and biodiversity, forest conservation and cultural landscape opened a new window about forest management in Japan. A short trek to explore Mangu's Toge Pass, the ancient pilgrimage trail, also caught fellows' interest as how the administration preserved it for tourists.
Visiting several sites that I have never visited before, such as Korean town in Osaka, and also working class neighborhood in that city, which is very interesting and showed me other faces of Japan.
For example, in a breakfast, we exchange our ideas of on family and friend, and also like love and relationships, and in addition to more serious topics like politics or economics or the security situation in each country.
Of course, I claim that today I know much about Asia, about the commons in Asia. That what are the commons in Asia, what are the challenges, and what are the opportunities, and how to work for peace, prosperity, and uplift of this region in mutual context. At the end of the 2-month program, the fellows realized that they were successfully interwoven in a network of intellectual debates for new values and ideas, creating a catalytic forum where their solution-seeking voices led to developing new norms and value orientations for the future of the region.